Welcome back to episode 9. I think we're nearly at the 10, the milestone. Lots of
Double
things have
digits.
happened this week. We were talking about TikTok earlier. There's a new kid on the block, number 7. I'm sure that you've heard of this cunt because he's everywhere on TikTok at the moment. Every time I scroll down about 5 things, you see that number 7 NFL player that every girl screams about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't realize how insane he was. Yeah, how insane
yeah,
he
he's
is.
pretty good apparently. Yeah.
Averages 12 yards a carry.
Yeah, which
I don't know
I
anyone
saw
else an
that.
NFL fan. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that stat. Like I saw it as well. I'm like, yeah, 7 minutes. That's pretty good. It's like here to there, but okay, I'll take that. Um, but yeah, here's a new kid on the block. I'm sure if it was a chick, I don't think they'll get like. Oh, I can't talk about both genders here, but if we saw a girl, I know if you were fan girl or boying like Addison Ray last week. But if it was a girl, I don't think the guys would get that hyped about that chick. But if all the girls jump on that one guy like they did of Justin Bieber and stuff like that, so he's a new kid on the block. You've got your little Queensland shirt on because I got the dub last night, which is surprised.
Got the W.
Did
Crazy.
did you put a bet on for it?
The only bet I had on was the our multi that we've lost 3 out of 4 legs.
Yeah,
From last week.
yeah.
But
We won't talk about
yeah,
that.
mate, that TikTok bloke, number 7.
Yeah,
Doing a little bit of research on him. He's committed to Harvard, so he's already got a college offer.
damn.
And he's just puts up crazy stats. That kid has a life ahead of him.
So he's still at high school then, if he's going to Harvard.
Yeah.
So
So he's in his senior year at high school.
so he's probably like younger than
Averaging
us.
12 yards a carry, like 2,000 yards. Yeah, he is.
Fuck.
And yeah, going to Harvard. Harvard probably a free ride if he's already on scholarship.
Yeah, nah,
So
he's done himself a solid there. What else has happened? Oh yeah, the NBA draft was today. You happy who went number 1?
that was a big one.
Yeah, who? Anthony Edwards, number 1.
Anthony Edwards number 1. James Wiseman, that's a good pick for Golden State.
Yeah,
LaMelo Ball at 3. That's probably a bit unlucky. Every other year he probably could have gone number 1, maybe except last year.
yeah,
He's just unlucky that Golden State and Minnesota don't need a point guard. But
true. Yeah,
Anthony Edwards probably did his best to not get drafted number 1, and he still got drafted number 1. I don't know if you saw his comments.
nah. What do you say?
So basically, yesterday, probably the worst things you could say before the draft. But he was just talking about how he doesn't even really like basketball that much. He's just good at it, and that he's always preferred football. And if he could play like American football, he'd rather play NFL than NBA and stuff like that.
That's
Talking about like in gridiron, like you can disrespect your opponent, whereas in the NBA you get fined for it and stuff like that.
damn. Well, savage.
Also said that he's a rapper like Lil Baby, and he's waiting to get established in the league before he drops the songs. So, bit of a
Fucking
mad
hell.
one from him yesterday. But
What do you say? Did you say anything mad today? Well, I know someone was crying. Do you know who was crying a lot? I don't know. I think I saw.
I didn't really get to see much. I was working today.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Australian got picked up. A former GWS academy player, Josh Green. Apparently he's a boss.
Number 15 to the Mavs.
Yeah, so hopefully he does well. Represent Australia really well. I didn't realise that we've had is it 2 or 3 Australian-born first draft picks in the NBA? Because there was Andrew Bogut, then there was obviously Ben Simmons, and
Kyrie was number 1.
you can call Kyrie. He's Australian-born, even though he moved when he was a couple of days old, wasn't he, or something like that? Some stat.
Yeah. Well, he grew up in America, but we'll still claim him that he was born in Australia, I guess.
Yeah, so that counts. And Andrew Gaze. I think he was another one.
That's what I was thinking of. Did he go number 1 though?
I think he did. He talks like he did. He's a good
Doesn't matter if he
public.
did.
Yeah, he's a good He commentates, or he does a few footy shows, or at least one, and he's pretty funny
him
on
the
that.
bounce is next level. It's like my
Yeah,
favorite episodes when he gets on the bounce with Cam Mooney.
yeah, I love the bounce, and like I didn't expect him to be that. Like I saw him, I'm like, oh, he plays basketball. What's he doing on a footy show? But he's actually half decent. He gets around the boys often, and I love Bernie Vince on it as well, former D's player. Speaking of D's, there's been a few more D listings this week. Oscar McDonald got the kick. See you later. Hope he does get picked up by another club. But yeah, we didn't quite need him anymore. Plus, he wasn't a fan favorite to say the least. Lots of people started messaging his Instagram account after a shit game on the weekend and probably didn't do self esteem any good. But hopefully, he gets picked up at another club. I know that Lewis Jetta, a big West Coast player, two-time premiership player, got delisted as well. I think that's a bit stiff, but sometimes you've got to make those type of calls. Yeah,
It's probably would say he's a bit of a fan favorite though, wouldn't you?
yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
he's pretty split. You got a lot of fans love him and a lot of fans aren't a massive fan of him.
yeah. I say majority
I
love him.
liked him. I thought it was a bit yeah, I liked him, but I don't know. I guess if he doesn't fit into the coach's plan, then
Exactly.
like you can't really just keep him around because it's not even like with American sports where like
Yeah,
soccer even like you can bring someone in just to like sell shirts because nobody really buys like a footy shirt with the number on the back. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So
Yeah. Plus, we don't have
yeah, I guess they got fair reason.
yeah, we don't have our names on the back of the footy shirts yet. That's a good topic to talk about. Do you reckon the AFL should lean towards putting a number and name on the back of their shirts, like the soccer? I know that the Test cricket have now done that. That's been a recent change, but do you reckon they should start having the names as well?
Yeah, I'm massive for it. I
Yeah,
because I like Ross. I remember one time Ross Lyon was like, "Oh, it's so much easier to Google like 5'7" and Fremantle number 7."
yeah, yeah,
And I was when he first said that, I was like, "Oh, but like surely you're surely just not dumb and like you like we got to work it out."
yeah,
But then there was a few players last year where I was like, "Who is that?" So I'm googling trying to find it, and the amount of times like I just couldn't find it because like I don't know his name. If
yeah,
Test cricket can do it right, and that was probably a harsher one, like because
yeah,
cricket's all about like kind of sticking to the old game like
yeah,
traditional
exactly.
parts. But think of it, if you put the names on the back of shirts, people will start buying the shirts more. Just gives you more money, especially in a coronavirus like affected time.
Situation. Yeah,
I'm all for it.
yeah. So
Because didn't they trial it a couple of years ago as well, put the names on the back?
yeah, I remember it was a lit round as well because I remember it was like early on, probably like round 5 or something, where they chucked the names on the back. And I was all for it then. So hopefully they can bring it back at some time. Sticking with footy, they did make a few rule changes. Um, I didn't think about it until now. I can't remember what they were. However, I know there's one where I think the man on the mark, after a goal kick, has to stand, I think, 15 meters back instead of 10 meters. Um, they've now,
The man on the mark in general can't move side to side anymore.
which I know
I hate
it's
it. I hate that rule. Who comes up with that?
and like fair enough. Hopefully we can get back into footy personally ourselves, and just thinking about that and doing it like. I hope I know they wouldn't, and what they normally carry from the AFL, they normally carry to like the lower levels, like amateurs. So that rule will come into play for us, and I can't imagine myself not moving side to side. Like that's the whole like tactical part of it, and it's just muscle memory. Like if someone's looking to kick and board, you move to that side to kind of chop it out. So that one's a bit hard.
You're moving side to side, but then also you're trying to do the one where it's like while they're walking back, you'll walk like the man on the mark themselves will walk back, 2 meters
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. And as they're running in for the kick, you then run to the mark.
So
You
you're
can't
not
even
allowed
do
to do
that
that.
anymore.
You can't do that.
You have to stand on the spot, and
Yeah.
if you move off that spot, 50-meter penalty.
Yeah,
Stupid,
that's
right?
it's gonna be
I can
hard.
I do understand a little bit the interchange rules, the now dropping from 97.5.
Yeah,
I guess AFL loves to flog like how fit their players are, so I guess it kind
yeah,
of gives it a boost. You see the better players on for more of the game, brings like endurance as a bigger part.
yeah,
But I don't think kick-ins or the man of the mark needed to change at all, and they changed it. I think
Nah,
I don't know. It's a different game each year.
it is. And if clubs stopped um drafting athletes instead of good footy players, that would probably solve that problem. Like, and you'd solve the problem of inaccurate kicks and more goals scored when you start drafting those kids that know how to like can read the ball rather than a kid that can run a bloody 2K in under 6 minutes. Like, that's not gonna. I know it helps you win games. Not so much this year when they brought down the 20 minutes to about 17 and a half minutes, but yeah, next year it's gonna be interesting with, and hopefully it works. Like, I'm all for trying to grow the game and make it better to watch, but sometimes they take a few, and sometimes it's hard because you looked at what Mason Cox said, I think yesterday, or even I think it might have been Richo, and Richo was like, if you just leave the rules the same, like the growth of the game could still be there. You just never know because they're always switching and changing. And Mason Cox says, even though he talks a lot of shit, oh no, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. He does a lot of shit on the field, but he kind of makes sense when he's tweeting when he's saying that what was he saying? Oh fuck, memory blank.
He was talking about how it's someone new,
Oh
not new to the game, but learning the game. It's a
yeah,
pretty much different game each year. You've got to learn a completely new set of rules. But like, there's no other sport that changes their rules as much as the AFL does.
yeah,
It's like if tomorrow, like FIFA goes, every FIFA registered competition, the goal kick's now taken from the 12-yard line, not the 6-yard line now.
yeah,
Like
yeah. And
it just completely changes the game.
and I remember what Mason Cox said. He said that the umpires keep on making wrong decisions and like da 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 da. But when you're having so many rules change each season, it's hard for your umpires to just, like, remember, or not just remember the rules, but remember to pay them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hard for the umpires. Another rule that I just found was 3 players inside 50 meters at stoppages. So a minimum of 3 players from each team to be stationed inside 50 meters, including 1 pair in the goal square at all kick-ins, boundary throw-ins, and ball-ups. So
Look, with that one, I can't understand a bit. Try to stop the flooding and congestion.
yeah,
You'll probably see a lot more free flowing footy. But going back to the umpiring thing, it's like being an umpire myself as an umpire for what, 4 years, 5 years. Massive part of it is muscle memory.
yeah,
Like to be able, if you want to get the decision right and quickly,
yeah,
like the more you see like a high tackle or something like that. Like high tackle's probably a bigger one. Like you call it quicker, like the sooner you see it, stuff like that, and like especially with like the more like the grey area rules, because footy is probably a lot of grey areas within the game itself with the umpiring interpretation.
yeah.
But then change the interpretation week in week out about what's now in the full or what's this or like, you know what I mean? Like when they brought in the spoils, if you don't look to keep it in and you decide to spoil it over the line, you can say that is intentional out in the full.
Yeah.
Like changing that week to week and stuff like that,
Yeah.
stupid.
Nah, it's stupid. And I'm looking at things that they got rid of and things that they should bring back, and I reckon they should bring back the third man up. I love the third man up when you see 2 ruckmans going at it, and then you see Nathan Fife come out of nowhere and fucking smack the ball forward. I'm all for that. Get rid of the nominations. You two, oh, let's go up, or whatever they say. It would bring a lot more pace to the game as well. As soon as you have people nominating for the ruck, just throwing it up straight away. If no one goes at it, well then that's their fault. Like, just make the game a bit more fast paced. But yeah, anything
Yeah,
else for footy?
it's a tough one because like you go back to athletes, right? And I remember very comment that kind of stuck me when I was like, grassroots footy going up through trying to get up the ranks.
Yeah,
And one of the old junior coaches says, like, looks at the playing group, and goes, "Yeah, there's probably like 3 of you in here that might make waffle because they they can't teach athleticism, but they can teach footy skills, right?"
yeah,
And it's why they pick up a lot of these athletes from other sports, or like you like get a lot of Islanders that are good athletes, is because as long as you can run and jump and stuff like that, be quick, they can teach you how to hand pass a footy and how to kick a ball. I guess some third man up. If you're trying to get all these athletes in, surely, as the AFL would be like, get rid of the third man up nomination rule.
Mm.
If you can have some really quick guy, just say Johannesson was 6 foot and not
Yeah.
midget. If he could run out, tap the ball himself and grab it and run, surely that'd be a better look of free flowing, speed up the game more,
True.
make the game higher pace, higher scoring,
It's
be a few plays
rare.
to be able to get out to.
It's so rare because you kind of look at Sean Darcy, for example, Freo. He's tall and he's bulky, and that's how you want your ruckman. You want him tall, bulky. You look at you say he's average. He's not great, and then you look at Gorn. He's a bit slimmer, can jump really high. He gets injured a bit, but Grundy. He's also pretty slim, and they are more modern like footballers, and that they've kind of dominated. And even Nitnat's one of those guys that can grab it and kick a goal, which is what you kind of want in footy.
The modern ruckman's now just turning into an oversized midfielder. Really, they just got to try
Yeah,
to keep up with the play.
yeah,
Run as much as the midfielder. Maybe not as quick, obviously, but be able to
yeah,
jump high. Be as dangerous as a midfielder. Just take the ruck taps.
yeah. And then you look at your young kids coming through, like Lukey Jackson. I'm sure there's other young ruckmans, but Melbourne Donny, that's been playing really, or was playing really well last season, just got extended in his contract. So you look at him, and he's trying to build on that muscle, and he's got all the athleticism at the moment, but because he's now starting to bulk up and become the traditional so much player, but like he would probably rather run and jump at the ball, but because the boundary throw-ins, you normally like man on man, like pushing each other out. You kind of want that body strength as well. So I know it's a tough one. Maybe if we can get like not being two races here, but you would say that the Afro American race has a bit more hops. And so I'm not as bad as what Logan Paul's trainer said in one of the conferences. What was his trainer again? Come on, champ.
Shannon
Shannon Briggs. Yeah, fuck it. There you go.
He's fast. He's big. He's white.
White. Yeah, I'm like that has nothing to do with anything here, but it's alright. That was also the anniversary of that was last week or 10 days ago now. So um, yeah, I was looking at those memories of KSI beating Logan Paul. They were pretty good.
Speaking of memories and all that, I think we'll probably attach a video to this. Might send it through to you. So just Snapchat, the greatest feature of giving you what you've done a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? So I don't know if you remember, but this time last year we were at Levers.
We were, yeah.
Let's show a video of you jumping in the pool. Just some random pool. It was a year ago today.
Was that today? A year ago. Fuck it now.
So yeah, a year ago today, we weren't even on the beds at this point. We were just driving around, looking at Donsborough, checking out the sides, and then we're sitting there driving, and Drew goes, "Oh, just pull the car over here real quick."
No. I'll tell the story right. Dylan's capping hard here. Jeremy said, Drew, he's like, I don't know if he said anyone, but he said probably Drew. He's like, Drew, I'll give you $10 if you go jump in that guy's pool. And I'm just saying now that you're stupid if you put a pool in your front yard. Like, obviously that's just asking for people to go jump in it. And it's a bit sus when...
It's probably his holiday home. It was a nice home. It was a nice house.
It was a nice house, yeah.
Nobody goes to Dunsborough except for schoolies.
True. So hopefully that kid doesn't... that guy doesn't have like... I don't know, it could be a girl. But like, it's a bit like you want some privacy when you're in the pool because you're half naked. Like, imagine that guy having kids. Like, you don't want the whole bloody public seeing your kids in the pool. So I don't know why he's put it there. Just put it in the backyard. But so this guy's got his pool cover on his pool. It's a hot day, I must admit. I was looking forward to getting down to the beach. We hadn't quite got there yet. And so yeah, I go jump in this guy's pool and didn't realize that. So I knew the cover was on it, but apparently if you jump on the pool cover, like that kind of destroys it a little bit and they're really expensive as well. So I didn't realize that. So hopefully that guy looked back at the cameras and saw this young kid go jumping in. I probably wasn't the only one that did it that week though. Surely not. But yeah, I was pretty excited to do that.
Fair, if you got a holiday home in Dunsbury, you got to have some level of money that he probably would have replaced it.
Yeah, true.
And going into summer as well, who needs the pool cover in summer?
Exactly. Oh no, isn't the pool cover to keep water in there and stop it from evaporating in summer?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I swear it's like some people. I don't even know that the pool covers even work. Some people are like, oh, it's to keep heat in. Other people are like, oh, keep the water in.
Yeah.
No, keep leaves out sometimes. Like,
yeah,
everyone's got a different reason for it. I swear it's just like a placebo.
Yeah, hopefully when I'm rich one day, that I'll have my own pool. I can have a cover for it. But yeah, I saw it was sad because Youngie sent me a selfie that we took some night. He would have been capping hard, and I was just normal, of course. But yeah, it's sad to see all those memories because you just want to be there again, don't you? Mucking around away from the parents.
One of our mates, Justin, talked about last night. I think when these borders go up, I think a boys' trip to Bali is in order.
Yeah,
just a full send in Bali for a week and a half is just very needed.
Yeah.
Try to get as many of us over as possible.
Yeah, I'll totally back that. Bali. I've never been to Bali. Never been out of Australia. So hopefully my first trip is with the boys to Bali. Everyone, I'll buy about 5 different bintang bloody, what are they called? Shirts. Yeah. Singlets. There you go. Singlets. Yeah, I'll buy a whole week's worth so I can never run out of them. Just wear them everywhere. Probably get as burnt as I am right now every day. Ride around on quads pretty much every day. That would be the life to live. So
probably just be the Hangover Part 4, really.
Yeah, I'd vlog it. I'd actually vlog that. That'd be a good trip to vlog.
Shaggers on tour.
Yeah, even if we did like a little trip down South Yonder up, that'd be pretty nice. Split up a house between 6.
Have a full send, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like anything like that with the boys would be pretty good. But yeah.
Speaking of full send, Nelk, right?
Yeah.
YouTube sensations now just hit 6 million subscribers. Going back to TikTok that we were talking about earlier. Have you seen the guy that is tattooing his leg or tattooing his body with full send every single day until Nelk notice him?
No.
This guy is on like day 12 of getting full send written, like each different style. Because like obviously they do like their merch drops and stuff like that. They've got like different logos and like different stuff they put on. He gets one of them tattooed in his leg. Like right now it's on his leg.
Yeah.
Every day that they don't notice him, and he posts it on TikTok. And usually you see a video like that, and it'll be like, "Oh, doing this every day until someone notices him."
Yeah.
And by day like 8, like the person's been tagged enough times to, be like, "Oh, like how's it going?" This guy's gone to day 12, and people are like, "Stop! Like you're gonna run out of space."
Jeez, like how big's his
full send on his leg?
How big's his his biggest full send? Is it like a forearm length or? Like,
well, like
a phone, like your phone.
If you like,
yeah.
If you go to your knee and go from like the edge of your kneecap.
Yeah.
I'm using my knee like a scale right now.
Yeah.
It would be like like that big, or like like as more of a scale. So quite big. Like it's not like it's small.
Yeah.
It's too big of a size to have it tattooed in your leg 12 different times in different styles.
That's fucked up. He obviously. Well, how many views is each video getting? Like, did he get 1 million views on at least one of them? Or not even?
I'll have a look, but I don't think he does. I don't think he's doing numbers. That's the thing.
Yeah.
A bit of a problem.
So do you have any tattoos yet?
No, I want to get some though.
Yeah. See, like, obviously there's quite a few of our mates that have got already like full sleeves. I know that Bailey has a full sleeve. I'm sure there's others, or I think Matt does. Justin
leg tattoo.
Justin has his leg with quotes.
Duncan's got his arm.
Duncan's got his arm. Yeah, Justin's gone with the cliche quotes, work hard, play hard, and all those other ones. So he's pretty mad. But
Cheers, Basil. I just want to emphasize.
that was a banger. So I was thinking about it today. Like, there's no really rush, or a rush to like get a tattoo. If you think about it, like normal 18-year-olds, because I'm pretty sure, do you have to be 16 to get it with you have to get it with like a parent, and then 18 you're allowed to go get one.
I think it's 17. You have to
17.
you need parent permission, and then 18
Yeah.
is just like whatever.
Yeah. So, and the main reason why, not all, like obviously some people don't like tattoos at all. Some are worried about their parents like not liking it, and then yeah, a whole lot of situations and problems come up there because their parents won't like it. And then like at the end of the day, or I say most, not all, but most people won't get a tattoo on their like arm is because of their work, right? Like you want all of your options up, and say worst case scenario, you start becoming a teacher and you've got a massive bloody sleeve tattoo, and they're like, oh, you'd be the best candidate, but because you've got a massive tattoo on your arm, like we can't give you the job. And if you speak to people like Justin's saying that um, the way that like the world's evolving, that people in about 10 years time the manager will have heaps of tattoos, and so he's hiring this 18-year-old that's already got a tattoo, and he's like, oh, it's all right, like it'll be the social norm that most kids will have a tattoo anyway. But there's no real rush. Like, do you reckon, like, other than, oh yeah, it'd be pretty cool to have a tattoo, but like there's no real rush. You can get one like when you're 28, 10 years after you turn 18, where you're pretty sorted, you kind of know what you want to be doing at 28, or hopefully you should know what you want to be doing, so you can make the choice then. Like, nothing really happens between 28, because you probably have a misso, you might have a kid, like,
Well,
when you
hopefully we're still doing this at 28.
yeah, exactly.
We'll be fucking on top of the game and on top of the podcast game, and we won't even need to care about if you have tattoos or not. But I get what you're saying. But
Yeah,
I don't, because you got people like CJ who have like a Kobe Bryant on his thing,
yeah,
or a LeBron on his arm. That's sick.
that's sick. Yeah,
It looks good, and it's like the tattoo artist he went to is really well done. You get some
yeah,
people who just go to a cheap tattoo artist just for the sake of saying, "Oh, I've got a tattoo,"
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I don't want to name names. I know a girl. If you know that, like, when I describe the tattoo, you'll know who this is. But basically, she just wanted a tattoo. She just wanted to be like, oh, I've got a tattoo.
Yeah,
She was a Kid Cudi fan, so she's got a sun and a star tattooed there,
yeah.
and it says "Pursuit of
Oh,
Happiness" underneath it.
oh, like day and night and
Right.
pursuit of
So it's like,
happiness. Yeah.
so day and night, and then "Pursuit of Happiness" on her wrist,
I don't even know who
and
that
then
is. Yeah.
it's got. Oh, I'll tell you after we record.
Yeah.
And then under her boob, she's got like she's got like a sun, like a leaf for a tree or something like that,
Yeah.
like water and
Like four
the
seasons.
fourth season. Yeah, and it's the fourth season. I was like, that's just dumb. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like saying, oh, I've got a tattoo now. But
Yeah.
then Cito's one's kind of cool. Like, he got his Kobe one for Kobe, and he's like a Lakers fan. LeBron plays for the Lakers as well, probably greatest ever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just nervous. It's like it's a big commitment. You can get them removed, but
You can.
I want to get a Kobe tattoo. Like, all-time favorite player, got me into the sport of basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know where to get it. I don't know what to get.
Yeah.
Massive Drake fan as well. I want to get, the owl, like the OVO owl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to get that. I'm tracking that to 6 design. I want to get that somewhere. I just don't know where to get it. And it's like, if you place it wrong, it's just stuck there.
It is, yeah. And you're saying you can get it replaced, but that costs so much nowadays. And it kind of looks,
But I guess
it
it
looks
probably
shit
would be,
after.
like,
Yeah.
the more that tattoos become popular, like, it'll get cheaper because there'll be more of a demand for it, I guess. Like, there'll be more people that do like tattoo removal or like that. But then I guess what Justin was saying is correct in the sense that, like, I see people at my like, yeah, I work in a call center at the moment. Tomorrow not. I'm quitting my job tomorrow, so that's a fat W.
High five. Internet high five.
Fuck call center. I'm moving from one call center to another, but
There you go.
it's a way better call center.
Yeah.
I'm moving to a Big Ben Heaney.
Ben Beanie. RIC,
Yeah,
go hit him up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. But it's like I see people at call center, like the call center I work. Like, yeah, we don't deal with like customers like that, but they've all got tattoos. A lot of them have
Mm.
tattoos. This one guy is like the whitest guy, and he's got like a tribal arm tattoo, and I was like, how and why?
Holy fuck.
Like, it's
Yeah.
so like his arm from here to here, it's like a tribal tattoo, and it's got this red shit. And I'm trying to like look at it, and he's like one of the senior managers, and he's always got his like. It'd be a cold day, it'd be raining, but he'll always have his sleeves rolled up to halfway, just so
Just
you
to
can see his
show
tattoo.
it.
And I'm like, it's the ugliest
Yeah.
tattoo. You're white, bro. Stop.
Yeah. And I kind of hate those people that like obviously when you have someone or someone or something new in your life, so tattoo, you got to show it off a little bit, even though if it's in the most awkward position, like say here for example, if you're like taking a photo, you're not going to see it because your arm's down, but they'll find a way like a scratch in their back, or they'll find a way to like to show it off a little bit. But then you have the people that have like massive tattoos like down their legs, and you never see them in trackies. They'll always be wearing like thongs. So I'm just saying, this is my brother at this point. Like he always loves to show off his tattoos. Like he always rather thongs than be in shorts. But yeah, I'd love tattoos like that. But the thing is, I'm not a big basketball fan. I can't go out and get Kobe because I want to like well, rest in peace, but like he didn't really have anything to do. I didn't have anything to do with him, and he didn't obviously didn't have to do so with me. But like he didn't really have a big influence of me growing up. Like, and then at the same token, I'm a big footy fan. But who could you get a tattoo? Maybe Dusty, but then that's a bit cringy. Like if you look at
Look,
you know what I mean.
I've said this as a joke at the start, but I'm genuinely going to do it now. Matt Rowell is getting a tattoo on my ankle, and I'm not capping. Like, genuinely not. I will be getting, like, I want someone, so, remember, like, the Star Wildcards?
Yeah,
Magic Wildcards, like, the character version?
Yeah.
I want to take a picture of Matt Rowell to a tattoo artist and be like, I want this in this style. Can you do it? And I want them to draw, like, a character Matt Rowell, and just put it, like, just on my lower leg.
Well, like a cartoon version of him?
Just like a cartoon, but like not photorealistic, right? I feel like photorealistic would probably be like a big name player, like a Kobe Bryant, for example. But like, just a dumb tattoo, like it's a stupid tattoo. You know what I mean? It's one that's got a story behind it. Like, Matt Rowell is such a god. I got like a thing version. But I feel like I'm in the minority where a lot of people are like, oh, I want to get like a realistic tattoo or anything like that, or like they like stick placement. Yeah, I was talking about placement earlier, but I also love like. Like Libba's tattoos, how they're just randomly placed and it's random as.
Yeah.
Like, I love the look of like, I don't know why, just like, the randomly like placed leg tattoos? When you look at their leg and just
right.
They've got one just like on their quad or like on their leg or stuff like that. And it's like, just, it don't make sense. It's like a leg sleeve, but none of it's like connected. It's just different tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'd really like the look of that. So I'd probably do something like that, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm the exact opposite. I rather have it all planned out and have like everything kind of interlocked, connected in some type of way. Like if I'm gonna get a leg tattoo, like if I'm having different shapes and stuff like that, I'd rather it not be random and maybe color it in. I tell you what I do. I like Libba's tattoos, but the one I don't like is he's got a Simpson on his arm, doesn't he? He's got Homer, is it, or Bart? Yeah. So what I don't. Do you like, first question, do you like coloured tattoos, like on people's arms? Like if they've got the rose on their arm, do you like the reds on the rose and the green for the stem?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%. I like probably bright. Like I like seeing the brighter colour. I don't know, just something about it. It's just like, well, it depends what it is though, to be honest.
Yeah, see, I
do like seeing colour on.
Yeah, I don't mind the colour. I don't like seeing yellow on skin though. That kind of freaks me out. Like you associate yellow as like kind of already a yucky color. Like, sorry for the people that like yellow out there. I love the yellow wiggle Greg, but that's about it. But anything to do with yellow, like the that was a tough fucking word to say. The yellow lollies taste disgusting. Mostly, I normally leave them out. So yeah, yellow also already has a bad rap in my eyes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the yellow on the skin. Don't know why.
Like, I don't know, like going back to the whole placement thing and like when it planned out right, like I don't know, it's just like something about it because like I know a few people like this, a few blokes
Yeah.
where this one guy I don't really like I know him and we're not friends, right? Like I just know him, met him a few times, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're mates, just know of him. He wants to get a samurai like tattooed on his forearm, right?
Yeah.
But he wants a full sleeve, so he's getting a cherry blossom as well, just
Okay.
because it matches with the Japanese, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just like, it's a bit dumb. Whereas if I was to get like these leg tattoos, I feel like each one, or like just like randomly placed tattoos, right? Or like random tattoos, I guess you'd just say,
Yeah.
is like they've all got like a story behind it. Even if it's a
Yeah.
dumb story. You know what I mean? I just want my tattoo to have like this, like Matt Rao one.
Yeah.
In 20 years, he might flop. He could flop. But then I'd be like, he's not
Yeah.
gonna flop. He's a god. But like if he does
Nah,
flop,
he
I'd
won't
be
flop.
like,
He won't
hey,
flop.
and someone asked me about it, I'd be like, oh, he played 4 games and got 12 download votes, and he was the best thing since sliced bread. And I was
Yeah.
absolutely loving it when I was 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just like some story like that.
Yeah. And well, I've never traveled big places yet, but I might make a habit of each place I travel to. Say I travel to London, get a tattoo in London, then travel to Rome, get a tattoo in Rome, like that type of thing. And
Hey,
then
that's a sick
yeah,
idea.
and so each memory you create at those locations, like if you like, I wouldn't say every location. If you're traveling within England, you wouldn't go or go to England, then might go to Leeds and get a new tattoo there. But at least you can go back and look at your body and be like, oh yeah, I got that one in London, I got this one in Rome, I got this one in
Yeah.
Paris. So
Well,
it
like
could be like something like that.
you could go in like if you go to like London, for example, like England, you could just get like like the Big Ben or like
Yeah,
um
yeah,
London Eye. It doesn't even have to be big. It could even just
yeah,
be like a simple like just a line drawing, like not even detailed, but you'd be able to be like, oh, that's when I went to London, or like if I go to Bali and get the Bintan logo tattooed on, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's when I went on the boys like a boys trip like thing where you got this, or like you go to Rome and you get like the Colosseum. It's like something like that. It's like something that's meaning.
yeah.
Not just something random like a cherry blossom just across your arm because it matches your samurai tattoo. Like he said
Yeah.
that to me and I was like, yeah, that's so sick, bro. Like surely you get like the pink on the cherry blossoms. It looked mad. But in my head, I'm like, why?
Yeah. And sometimes you go like, you just gotta go over it and you're like, yeah, that looks sick. You're like, yeah, nah. You can
This
go
tattoo's
make a
not my money.
mistake. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna fire a few questions at you about placements of tattoos. I'm just coming up with this on the spot. So, yeah, big yes or big no. On the bottom of the foot, is that a good place for a tattoo or the shittest place for a tattoo?
No, for starters, they're just gonna rub off, right? There's one. I
Uh,
saw one. I saw
can I? Oh, I guess I can actually. Yeah.
like it's like a hand tattoo. Like they don't like tattooing hands because they rub off. 'Cause it's just like you're constantly losing skin from there. And like constant
True.
friction and like sweat.
Yeah.
I saw one where someone got Woody, like from like Toy Story.
Yeah, I think
They
I might
got
have
like
seen that.
Woody tattooed on the bottom of their foot,
Oh
and I was like, that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
cool, but
yeah. I
like
saw that.
really, like
Yeah.
I feel like other than that, you probably couldn't get bottom of the foot. Probably big no for me.
Or you're saying rub off, but if you put it, so obviously we're going to like a little bit of foot session here. I don't like talking about feet, but you have the middle section of the foot where it doesn't really touch anything. So potentially you could put something small, but I get what you mean. If you put it in one of those spots
Probably like a
where,
sock though.
huh?
You'd probably say like a sock would move a little bit.
Oh yeah, but if you put like a shirt on, it's not going to rub off like the tattoo on your arm though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's true.
Um, but another place where I've seen people put tattoos and it's a bit weird, like the inside of your lip. You've seen those ones where they put like
That's yeah. I've seen those. Probably not for me. I wouldn't get piss take maybe.
piss take. What
Because
does it
see
hurt? Do
like
you reckon?
I remember when my sister got her tattoo and they had a book and it was like I was just flipping through the book and there was like there was a page just dedicated to places that the artist like wouldn't tattoo.
Yeah,
They're like, we're not going to tattoo hands, like their palms, because it just gets sweaty and rubs off. We're not
yeah,
tattooing the bottom of your feet, and we're not tattooing your lips or eyeballs. And that was like that was
yeah,
a massive thing. So it was like pictures of like what it looks like at the start and what it looks like a month later and stuff like that. And it's just so much more faded. And
yeah.
there was like a picture. It was like someone's hand, and it said like it was like comic book, and it said like pow or something like that. It's like when you high five someone. and then it's like a month later, and it's just super faded. And yeah,
Oh, that
but
sucks.
I can find it like I find it funny. Like if you get something dumb, like I've seen some people get some dumb shit. Like going back to the full send, I saw someone maybe like full send tattoo in the back of their lip. Like that's kind
Yeah,
of funny,
that's
but
funny.
I don't know.
Um,
Do you remember when? Do you remember when mustaches were, like the hit thing? Like everyone just loved them. I don't. It was like the
yeah,
most random thing.
yeah.
Yeah, my sister's friend got a mustache tattooed on that part of her finger,
What the
so she could go
fuck?
like that.
Oh my god.
And if that's not the
Yeah.
dumbest tat, like one of the dumbest tattoos I've ever
I
seen.
probably could not date someone that did that. I'm just saying. I probably could. I'm sorry for those people that love them. But another one that you see a bit often. They've gone the four-letter words, whatever it could be, on the knuckles. Is that a big yes or big no?
Like, no. Again, trashy. It just looks trashy. I feel like. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but and then you could put it together and make two words, something like that.
It just I've never seen like knuckle tattoos ever look good. All right. Question for you: what do you think of? Some bold people might make themselves bold just because of it, where they get
Yeah,
tattoos like on the side of the head, at the back. I've seen a few like at the back. Some of them look quite nice, right? It's not bad,
yeah.
but like you have to constantly shave your head or whatever. Like, what do you think of those ones?
Nah. If you're making an effort to shave your head, I don't mind the one. Say, um, obviously, yeah. Say your best mate is doing chemo and you decide to shave your hair, like just because he is going through that. And you get a tattoo, small one, and then it grows again, and then like you probably won't ever see it again. I don't mind that. But if you're constantly shaving your head just so you can see your tattoo, if you're going bald already, I don't mind that. Um, and it also depends like how cool it is. Like I feel like if you got a
So it's like a
tattoo,
half yes.
yeah, it's a half yes. Because if you got a tattoo on your head, I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck with you because obviously you've gone like stereotyping here, but you've probably gone to jail and murdered someone.
Like it's
So
probably more of a face tat though, wouldn't it? Like face tat is
true.
like I'm not gonna fuck with you. Head tat
Yeah,
is like, because like you know who Adam 22 is?
yeah, yeah. He's got a few
Like
face tats.
he's got some alright ones. Like
Yeah,
he's got a Lisa Simpson tattoo on the side of his head for Little Peep. That's like it was cool when it was bald, but now he's got hair and
hair.
he's got like a child, and it's like you
Yeah.
can half see it,
Oh, that's a bit
and like you
weird.
just half can't, and you're like yeah,
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't
it's like
do
your head's
that.
grown over it, but I don't know.
Nah. And I'll do last one. Last one. Would you get your nipples pierced? Oh no, I don't know why I said pierced. Would you get your nipples pierced or tattooed? Yeah, or like yeah,
No,
and or sorry. Would you get your
I
tattooed on your
like
nipples?
I want to get them tattooed or pierced.
Yeah, that's
I
fair enough.
I saw one tattoo. It was like a shit tattoo where somebody got like a stick figure tattoo in their nipple, but it was like the nipple was like made to look like the dick of the stick figure. And it was kind
Oh,
of
what the
funny, but I was
fuck?
just like, I couldn't walk. Like you wouldn't be able to go to the beach. Like you couldn't go to the beach. Take your shirt off at the beach.
Nah,
People are like, what is wrong with this bloke?
nah, I couldn't do that. Oh, sorry, that was penultimate one. This is the last one. Um, so you got your wife. You're sitting down. Oh no, pre-wife. You just met your future wife here. You've gone back to yours, getting intimate, and it's getting crazy. And she looks at your tattoo, and you've got a tattoo next to your ass or on your ass, and or like kind of next to your dick. Are you yes or no? Like big yes or big no for that? Like a tattoo on your ass.
But tattoo.
Yeah, tattooing your
Oh
ass,
yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
I was almost gonna get one. I was gonna be my first tattoo. So I went to. I don't think have you met him? Caleb's mate Dylan.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah. Is he a tattoo
So
artist?
you know, uh, mates, he's not a tattoo artist. No,
Oh,
he's got a
okay.
tattoo gun.
Yeah.
So we're at his house getting absolutely sauced one time, right?
That was.
And we're going off to one of their mates' birthdays at a beer garden in Leaderville, going clubbing, and he's like, because like Raj was there, I was there, Caleb was there, and then some other mates that like we know through him, like one of his
Yeah.
housemates and another mate. And we're just sitting there getting absolutely like
Mashed.
plastered, and we're about to leave. And he's like, "Oh, should I bring up the tattoo gun?" He's like, "Why, Dylan, do you want a tattoo gun?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I'll like." He's like, "If I tattoo you, you can tattoo me." And I was like, and you know, as soon as that drop of like alcohol touches my lips, I'm a demon, right? And
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. So So I was like, okay, well, we're about to leave now, but when I come back for kick-ons, like, let's do it. Because at that time, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go back, like, we'll go back to kick-ons. Well, the most hectic night happens, right? And he ends up leaving the club and ends up at Paramount going till 5 a.m. I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, well, I'm gonna head home at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So I head home and like messaging me. He's like, oh, I'm at Paramount thing. And so luckily,
You
a
missed.
coincidence happened where he left to go be with this chick at Paramount, and
Yeah.
I didn't have to get tattooed, but I was very close to getting like something tattooed on me, like tattooed on my ass from him.
And it would have. So say that. Do you reckon he would have gone back to yours like that night? Like if you went back to his for kick-ons, you definitely would have got it, or were you sober enough? But at that point, that you probably were gonna say or bitch out of
I
it.
probably would have been sober enough, but I probably wouldn't have cared because I don't mean like I don't want to seem like a bitch. I'd have been like, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
Good old peer
because
pressure.
I don't know, it sounds so gay. We are the like the best beer pong team.
Mm.
Fucking never lose. We've lost once. We every time we play, we never lose except that one time. We got pants by Caleb and Raj.
The double
So I'd probably
double
get a bit. I'd be
Dylans
like, oh, get like a make like draw like a shitty
beer pong. Or
like red cup with a ping pong ball or something like that. Just some
yeah,
like again the memories thing. Like oh yeah,
yeah,
we were sauced and did that.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I know a guy who one of my ex footy coaches got beers tattooed in his upper thigh and like a
I feel like
shitty
that's.
VB bottle.
I don't. Oh, were they talking about that on the PlayStation the other day or something? I don't know. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
It was like our ex footy coach did it, and we were just like, "What is happening?"
Wait, which one?
And
Do I
it's
know
like,
him?
um, what? Venables, like the Ranger one.
Oh yeah. I met him once.
Yeah. So the guy that did it is a crackhead. Like he's actually the biggest meth dealer,
And
and
doesn't
like
he?
the lines are
Oh
so shaky.
yeah,
They're all half cut and deep, trying to draw the lines and shit. It was the funniest thing.
yeah. Fuck. Why does Dylan have a fucking bloody tattoo gun? Any reason?
No way. I
Yeah,
just
it's a cool thing to have
like
though.
I was like thinking. It is. I was like, I want to buy one. Apparently, but I don't think it's a good one. I think it's just like a shitty one, which makes it worse, but better
Yeah,
at the same
because it's
time.
got to get so
You know what I mean?
infected.
Like,
It's got to get yeah. If you look
oh,
at the time, it's such
so
a good
green.
idea, and then you look back at it and you're like, oh, it's shit. It's a shit tattoo. Plus, it's really infected right now. I can't sit down because it fucking hurts. It's like the one time where it would have been just before levers, and I was like, oh, should we go get our ears pierced like right before levers? And we were so tempted to do it as
I still
well.
get to do it.
And
I want to get my nose pierced as well.
yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about piercings. I think school wouldn't like it at the moment, so I'll probably avoid that. Um, Maybe I can grow a mullet because there's so many students that have mullets at the moment. It's not even funny. So obviously that's back in fashion, and I know St. Stephen's were big on not having them. Even like yeah, fucking our old school.
Well, they hated Caleb. They hated Caleb's one.
Yeah,
I've got another question for you with like weird body modifications.
yeah.
So, going back to one of my sister's friends,
Mhm.
she has I don't know what it's called, dermal implant.
Sounds about right.
Basically, right here in
Yeah.
her hand, she has like a silicon implant
Right.
of a dinosaur.
Why?
Just because she thought it'd be cool, and she's always got a friend with her now,
Is
just
she
in her hand.
she
What would you?
she a bit loopy?
First question. First question. Would she ever get one?
um, I don't even know how's that even happen. So they cut open the skin, slip
I'm guessing
something in.
like a small little cut, slip it in, and it heals up because there wasn't even a scar there. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing it must be
Right.
like a very small cut that just heals away.
I'll say nah. It's in theory. If you're so bored and you're doing that, like, and you've got money to spend, I'd say yeah. But it'd probably be a bit expensive, or not even that. A bit of a waste of money. Plus, like, why is that even a topic? Like, how did you find out? Like, is it just something that she brings
So
up?
my sister had
Oh,
her
okay.
21st. I think it was 21st,
Yeah.
or could have been 20th. And just sitting in the back. I was a bit young to be drinking or anything like that, so I'm just sitting there like talking to people at the back. And then my sister's like, oh, like show him, and she gave it a name, and she said the name. I was like, what? And then her friend comes over, like her friend shows me the thing, and she's like, oh, this is whatever the name is. And I was just like, oh, she's like, oh, rub your finger over. So I'm like putting my finger over, like touching it. It's like literally just like like out of like coming out of her, not out of her skin, but it's like like a bump in that design. And I was like, damn,
Uh,
like really, yeah, that's the thing. Second question though,
yeah.
you're at a bar, you're out clubbing or something like that. Girl catches your eye, you know, end up bringing her back to yours, you're getting freaky and shit,
Yeah.
you know. Then you're undressing her or something like that, and then for some reason during the night you've not had your hand on hers or something, and then your hand brushes over hers and you feel a bump, right? And you go, "What's that?" And she goes, "Oh, I've got a dermal implant of a cat." What's your reaction in that moment? Do you
Yeah.
keep going? Do you stop? Do you just start laughing and it's probably kill the mood? Like, what do you do?
I'd laugh it out and then carry on, like, because that's like, there's nothing you can kind of do. That's not gonna make or break someone, like, or a relationship. What about you? Would you? I'm sure. Well, men are sexual predators anyway, so I'm sure 95% of men will say keep on going ham. Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. It depends how attractive she is.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad. Um, but if she's already teetering on like, you know,
Yeah.
do I keep going through with this? And then
You've
I
already
feel
taken
that,
her
then
back. You've
I
already
know.
taken her back to your house, so you
But
might
there's
as
a lot of,
well.
to be honest, I say this now, but if I was in the moment, if I was drunk and just ready to go for it, I probably like nothing would have stopped me. Like I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
like thinking about it sober in a state of mind like this, I
Yeah.
probably would have been like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's probably not wife material, unless,
Oh,
but
definitely not.
like
No.
all of those ones, like they have like a little story behind it. Obviously, like a dinosaur is a bit dumb, and then her reasoning is, oh, I always want to have a friend with me. But if there's more of a backstory than that, it's like, well, yeah, go for it. But yeah, no, there's always those type of people out
Backup
there.
question.
Yeah.
Going back to the little tattoo part. So ex coworker, one of my mom's friends, she got me the job where I used to work now.
Mm.
Um, so basically on her forearm here, she has a paw. So she got her dog to dip its paw in ink, put it on a piece of paper, took it to the tattoo artist, and the tattoo artist tattooed her dog's paw onto her arm.
Okay.
Right, I might have been like the dog might be dead. I don't think it's alive anymore. Didn't ask, but
it's it's uh,
would you?
it's a rough question to ask as well. Um, so I'm a big fan of dogs. I don't know if I would get a paw. And that placement's kind of awkward as well. It kind of see. I don't. I'd love a fucking sleeve, but obviously bigger things, and don't know what I want to do when I'm older. Even though I'm pretty old at the moment, but yeah, I probably wouldn't get it there. I wouldn't mind like if you have a dog that's been with you most of your life. I wouldn't mind like a portrait, say on your leg. I reckon leg tattoos of like an animal, like a lion or a wolf or someone like that, or something like that. A dog that you owned, like, I reckon that's pretty cool. So I wouldn't say a paw per se, but definitely like a portrait of your dog somewhere on your body after they've passed away, or even when they're still alive. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. What do you think? Yeah, would you? I reckon.
Yeah, I'm not a poor thing. Maybe like just say you had a dog and it's like had a fascination with, you know, bringing frangipani sticks back or something like that,
Yeah,
and you decide like, oh, like I like because some people might not want like a portrait of a dog on there. Like you maybe be like, oh,
yeah,
like
true.
because you just not bringing like frangipani flowers in from like outside. Like maybe get a frangipani the dog's name or something like that, or like
Yeah,
I don't know. I've got a mate, and I reckon it's a sick idea. I don't know why, but I love the tattoos. It's like a ring. It just goes like around
yeah, I love those.
like the thing. I rate
Yeah,
those heavy. And he got one when his dog died. It was like his childhood pet, whatever like that.
yeah,
He got one of those. It's like a black ring. It's not even thick. It's just like thin, and
yeah,
just
yeah,
has like it says the dog's name and like when it died, and then like maybe like
Yeah.
a small little like something about it. Like I'll write something like that. But, like it's the whole paw, especially in that placement. Like it just, I don't know. Like it's one
Yeah.
of those things
It's
where I'm just like,
rough.
oh, because you have to be a little bit like, I don't think any normal person would do it. Like you have to be a little bit to the side,
Yeah.
like a bit tilted to get something like that.
Or if you know exactly what you want to do, like there's always I can't remember who it was, but a rapper like that's pretty well known. It might have been in one of his songs that where he says that yeah, I got a tattoo on my face because I'm dedicated to what I do, and I've got no.
Guys.
Is it Little Skies? Yeah, and so
Yeah, he says it in one of his songs. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so like I don't mind that. Like I don't have big balls to do that. But you got to have a little bit of talent. Like obviously, if you know you're going to get drafted to the AFL or whatever, you're probably going to go straight to the bloody tattoo artist to try and get a tattoo straight away. I know that Sydney Stark probably did that because he's got a few tattoos on his body, even though he's so young. Probably get delisted soon. Probably not, but yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. Like I love the ones where it's like I don't know, it's like a well-being tree. I don't know. No, it can't be. It's like a tree. Fuck. Trees.
Family tree or
Hey? No, not a family
like a
tree.
family tree?
No, it's just like a tree tattoo. It's got a special like um. It's got a special name for it. But if you type up tree tattoo forearm, and that's pretty much like it's one of those kind of Christmas trees. And like I would fucking go straight to tattoo artist right now if I could quit my job and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Um, but yeah, something like that on my arm, I'd bloody love. But yeah, maybe something for the
I have
future.
a follow. I have a follow up question, right?
Yeah,
So right now, obviously we have a whole 10 subscribers. What is so? It's a two-part question, right?
yeah,
So, I don't know about you, like being like media podcasting, probably a career goal of mine, right? Like, if this was to ever take off, dream.
yeah,
How for start question part one, would you ever get like a Shaggers tattoo? Like, so just say
yeah,
we make it,
yeah,
thing. We like so just say we make it, and like me and you are able to do this as our job,
yeah.
record 2-3 podcasts a week, whatever. Have a good time. Would you get like our logo? Because trying to work on getting a better logo than just like the EA one at the moment.
Yeah,
Would you get like the Shaggers logo, like a Shaggers like themed
yeah,
tattoo?
yeah. I'd get it. Yeah, 100%. I'm all about that.
How many subscribers would it take? Like what's the limit? Like where you're like okay, we've hit this. Like I'll get one.
100K right there.
100K.
100K for a Shaggers tattoo of some sort. What about you? What would you say?
See, I was thinking, I don't know, because 100K is a good number. It's a great number.
Yeah.
I was thinking like my first thought when I was gonna ask a question, I was like probably like 10K, but I was like that's a bit too low. But
Yeah.
then I put some more thought into what you're giving your answer, and definitely probably would have to be between that like 75 100K mark, like
Yeah.
probably closer to the 100K mark of like because once you hit 100K, like it's not like you've made it, like it's not like a million.
Nah,
Obviously,
it's
but a
not.
million is so big, but it's also a very good following.
Yeah. See, like,
So
so 10K, like, I look at that and it's like, you're on your way, but if
yeah,
somehow like YouTube stopped that day, like, would you be happy with 10K? Like, oh, probably not. You could probably do a bit better. So, 100K, and then same with a mil. Like, a mil, that'd be great, but it's also pretty high. And you could also say like 1K, which you're going to take smaller steps, and hopefully,
yeah,
we can get there and not put
yeah. Probably
like,
have to focus on reaching like 100 subscribers first, and
yeah,
a
exactly,
thousand, and then 5, 10. But I don't. I think what the problem is now though is because we live in such a world where it's so like it's media focused, number focused,
yeah,
where everyone follows like all these celebrities and like everyone follows like not everyone but like people follow the cyber stuff like that. You see them have all these millions of subscribers or followers, but like I think we begin to lose touch on how big and how many people like a million is.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I know.
crazy.
It's
It's a
crazy.
crazy amount.
Just like you look
Like
at just views on Simon video, thing like 4K, like they probably think that a 2K Simon Sunday video is like a bummer, whereas you look at you people
yeah,
growing your thing, and you're like, fuck, I'll take a 2 million bloody video any day of the week. So
yeah. Well, it's
yeah,
like there's not like it's like just to put it in perspective. It's like Perth Stadium
yeah,
holds six. Oh, MCG holds 100k
100K,
people.
yeah, 100K, yeah,
Like imagine we were able to flip like with our subscribers fill like the MCG.
yeah, that's
That'd be
insane.
hectic. Like if you think about it like that, it's mad. But then when you think about it like with all these people with millions, like there's no stadium in the world that holds a million people.
Nah,
Hold what they could fill. What is it?
yeah,
10 MCGs with just if they have 1 million, 10 MCGs.
yeah,
Crazy.
that's insane.
It's so big, but because but people lose touch of it, and they're like, oh, this person's only got 100k, like 100k followers, 100k things, like they're whack.
Yeah,
But that's still so many people. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know. It always sometimes like I would just get on the thing. I was like, it's so hard to comprehend that many. I was
yeah.
watching a video about how rich like Jeff Bezos is, and like
I've seen that. Yeah,
he broke it down, and he was like, oh, like, this is 100,000, and this is a million, and this is like 10 million, 100 million, and I guess his billions, and it's yeah, it's
how
you
much?
can't comprehend that amount of money until it's in front of you.
Yeah, how much money does he actually have? I saw somewhere. I don't know if it's facts, but he has like, is it 120 billion? It's high. I know
Just
that
Google it.
because I saw some
Because I
chick.
know that when he did 183 billion USD as of 2020.
That's
Um,
fuck.
so that'd be after his wife took half of it.
Jesus.
Um,
She's a
but then again, it's not like he's got like 183 in his bank account. It's like all on like Amazon stocks and
yeah,
stuff.
true.
So
Yeah,
it probably would fluctuate. But like you even look at Elon Musk's 90 billion. Like you'd say like, oh, Elon Musk is so broke compared to Jeff Bezos. Like Jeff Bezos must have 100 billion more than Elon Musk.
they could end
But
world poverty.
when you put it in a number and like that comma is like 100
I
million,
know.
hectic.
I know. Yeah, and yeah, I was talking about there's rich suburbs and there's not so rich suburbs everywhere you go pretty much. But in Melbourne, you'd say South Yarra, which is pretty close to Yarra. It's only it's pretty close to the MCG, and I've got a grandparents' house is there, and they no longer live in it. But Dad was saying that it would be around $1.50 to rent it per week, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what I earn in 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, I probably couldn't afford that. And then obviously, like, I'm on the lowest of lows wage at the moment, but like, fuck, if anyone could, yeah, people would struggle to make or get that through, even if you're earning like, I don't know, 100K or 200K a year. So, yeah, these guys, you don't understand how fucking rich they are. Like, they could
Yeah.
end
Well,
world poverty.
yeah, I'm earning 100k and it's
Yeah,
like costing $1.50. It's over half your wage just your rent alone,
yeah,
or half your like salary to yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, just like we get so desensitized to numbers and like you see all these rappers like oh, here's a rack or whatever like that or like you don't see the work that they gets put behind it.
Yeah,
Like me and you work. Um, I get just under like $1.50 a fortnight,
yeah.
like working this call center. And it's just like it's pretty easy. Like I'm not in cab, it's pretty easy. I just sit at a desk all day, go on Facebook, check news.com, like do some research for the podcast, take
Yeah,
some calls, and it's like it's pretty easy. But then like you still like we're still working for that, and like you can see
yeah.
but then you go to Instagram and you see this rapper like oh I'll just throw like did you see Blueface the other day?
No, what do you do?
Like so just being I don't know trying to be like get back in the media and stuff like that. He just like stands on top of his car in LA and he starts like throwing just like wads of cash out, just like to people, like people at the base of the car just throwing money out.
Yeah,
Apparently throw like 100k just like up in the air,
Jesus.
just like in wads, and it's just like 100k is so much money, but people are like, oh, only 100k and stuff like that. Or like when you see people donate, like, oh, I'm donating $1 million to the bushfires, like when Kylie Jenner donated $1 million. they're like, oh, but she's a billionaire. She can donate so much more than that. But it's still $1 million.
I
It's
know
crazy.
that's
It's more money than some people see in their lifetime.
yeah. And you look at I'm going off. Oh yeah, so Jeff Bezos. Oh, not even bloody what's his face. Um, oh, what's his name? Oh yeah, Elon Musk. He earns say 90 billion. We'll change that to 70 billion. If he gives $100 to everyone on Earth, oh no, sorry, not $100, $10 to everyone on Earth, that's like how much that's his net worth, right? Um, and so, like, if you find $10 on the ground each, like every day, you're like, oh, I'm feeling pretty lucky today. Like, I just found $10. How rare is it to find money on the ground? Like, and that's just like if he gave out $10 to everyone on Earth, like that's how much he's pretty much worth, which is like kind of
Yeah.
insane to
Well,
think.
with what's so crazy, like with his current net worth of 90 billion, give everyone on Earth $10, he's still at 20 billion
Yeah,
worth. Like
yeah, that's
it's hectic.
yeah, exactly. Anything else you want to talk about today?
Not really. I think this was actually on top, like not on top of, but like up there with our food one. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, nah, we're talking about
Yeah.
tattoos today. Maybe if you're 18-year old, you want to go get a tattoo tonight, a tattoo tomorrow, who knows? They're pretty
Send
expensive.
us your dodgy tattoos.
Yeah, send us your
Send it on Instagram.
exactly right. Remember to like and subscribe. Follow our Instagram accounts. We have a TikTok going around, so you might see us on that. Um, and yeah,
Subscribe on YouTube. Share with your
yeah,
mates.
exactly. Don't go changing.